Good morning, guys. How you doing? This is Coach Keyon Corniffe back with another great training, just a quick one. And I just want to welcome you guys on real quick and just say that, hey, you want to make sure that you take really good notes for today's training because we're going to share a wealth of information. Now, let's talk about what are some of the sequence. When someone joins our business, you want to make sure that number one, they get the opportunity to learn about our firm by getting the wealth of resources brochure. So you want to make sure that they get this brochure right here, all right, a wealth of resources so they can understand who we are, what we do, and why we do it. Now, when you join our firm, make sure you get the Fast Start Guide. You want to make sure that you get your Fast Start Guide book immediately so that way you know what to do and have that done and understand it. Now, in the first 30 days of you being in the business, you must conquer your future book. Read this book. It's going to teach you some of the basic principles of how to build and secure a financial future. And then within their 60 days in your business, you must finish reading this book right here, The Magic of Compounding Building. 2 months in the business, you should finish reading this book. And then within 90 days, all right, 90 days of being in the business, you should have already finished reading your leadership format system manual. All right, so I just want to share that with you really quick just to give you a rundown of how the books can really help you to really build your business so you can understand how the business works. Now, today, what I'm going to talk to you guys about is understanding our system. I'm going to give you a breakdown about the system. So, when you think about the system and how to use the materials and the things to build your business, here's the thing I want to show you. Number one, you must learn how to prospect, right? That's step one in the system. Remember, we have 6 steps, 8 filters. So when you think about prospecting, the first thing you must get done is your share list, right? Share list must be done with your trainer. You must get your share list done with your trainer within 24 to 48 hours of being within our firm. Now, how do you create the share list? Well, number one, you spend time with your trainer so you can learn how to create the list properly. And then number two, you must learn how to qualify the list. All right. And then number three, you must learn how to identify the list. And these are things you're going to learn. What does it mean? How to identify the list. And then number four, you're going to learn how to separate the list. All right. You're going to learn how to separate the list. So when you create the list, you want to start off with 100 plus names first. When you qualify the list, you're going to use the 8 qualifier. And then when you identify the list, you must identify who's your relative, friends, and acquaintances. And when you separate them, you always use your relatives and friends on one list and acquaintance separately. Because the way that you approach and contact these people are completely different. Now, when it comes down to step two in the system, contacting. When it comes to contacting people, you must make it your goal to contact at least 30 plus people. Why? If you contact 30 plus people, I just want to show you how the system works. Did you know that for every 10 people you call, for every 10 calls you make, it's going to equal to one yes? And did you know that number two, for every 10 yes that you receive, 3 is going to show up, right? 3 is going to show up. You're going to have 3 people that show up to the appointment. And then number 3, if you know that for every 3 that show, did you know that 1 is going to join? 1 will join. And then number 4, if you know that for every 1 that joined the business, that equals 4 solutions, or what we call 4 sales, right? So that's the reason behind the phone calls, just so you have a clearer understanding that that's the goal. But when you start to step 3 in our system, the presentation, when you look at the presentation, your goal every day is to do anywhere from 1 to 5 presentation minimum. You want to educate 1 to 5 people every day, right? 1 to 5 people every day, you got to be educated. And the reason why is because our goal every month is to educate 30, 60, or 90 people minimum. 30 plus, 60 plus, 90 plus people. Did you know based upon the amount of people you educate will determine how many people will join your business? If you focus on educating 30 people, you will complete what's known as 3-3-30, which 3-3-30 is pretty much what we like to call the slow start in our business, right? You'll be able to find 3 new business partners, provide 3 solutions, 3 sales in 30 days, just from educating 30 people minimum. But what if you educate 60 people? This is where you'll be able to do 5, 5, 30. If you focus on educating 60 plus people every month, you'll be able to get 5 new business partners, 5 new sales, and also in 30 days. This is what we known to be a fast start. But if you educate and focus on educating 90 plus people in your business, this is where you'll be able to do a 10, 10, 30. Now, when you do a 10, 10, 30, 10 new business partners, 10 sales in 30 days, this is known to be a superstar in our system. And that's the reason why we got to focus on education. Because the more people we focus on educating, is the more we'll get to where we want to be. This is the power of our system. That's the reason why, even when it comes to number 4. Number 4 is the follow-up. If you don't follow up, you'll foul it up. Follow-up requires you to do what's known as either a review or you must be doing an interview. Now, if you're going to do a review or an interview, when you do a review with someone, this is where you're able to do an FNA. And as you know, when you do an FNA lead to a sales or solutions, right? Because you must find out how can you help the person. Now, when you also go through the interview will lead to an AMA. And the AMA then lead to you get to a fast start with this person. And as you know, when you go do fast start, you help someone to build their business and they understand the importance of joint own share. This is the power of our business, guys. That's why we have to really follow up and really get people there. But when you start up people, number 5 in our system, start up. When you think about starting up people, you got to think about 2 to 4 type of people you got to start up. You can start up what's called as the referral agent. And then you can start up what's known as the student. And then you can start up what's known as the client. And you can also start up what is known as the educator. So when you start a referral agent, it goes back to step 1 in our system. A referral agent is someone that wants to refer you people. So it's important to do a share list. Get a share list done and make sure when you create the list, you qualify the list, you identify the list, and you separate the list. When someone wants to become a student, you get them into a workshop. Get people into workshops so that way they can learn what is their FIN number, they can learn what is their budget, they can learn how to create a stronger financial foundation, and they can also learn how to use the wealth formulas to build up their savings and investments. That's the importance of a workshop. And get referrals at the same time. Now, if someone wants to be a client, it's important to do an FNA. An FNA helps you to know how you can help your client and make sure that everything that you do for your client is suitable and affordable. Always make sure that everything you do for your client, it is suitable and affordable at all times. That's the reason why you must do an FNA, so that way you can help your client with their concerns. And then when it comes to an educator, it's important to fast start an educator. Fast start your business partners so they can understand how to be an educator, how they can be a referral agent, how they can be a student, and how they can be a client, and how they can be a business owner. Make sure that every one of your business partners understand why it's important to be an educator. An educator is a referral agent, a student, and a client, because they understand what it means to join own share. Join own share means that 1, you join our mission. You join the mission. What is our mission? Our mission to help every family to learn how to create wealth. What is it that you own? You come here and you own the education. You own the education so that way you can learn about the system and finance. And then when you come here, you share. What do you share? You share our mission and our education. You share the mission and the education because people must understand why it's important to learn and earn at the same time. Share with families how they can learn and earn. And that's how you can really make a difference. And that's why when you get to step 6 in our system, 6, it's called duplication. Duplication. Duplication means everything that you do from 1 to 3, we call that the intro. And everything that you do from 4 to 6, we call that the close. So you got to duplicate all these steps from 1 through 5. Everything from 1 through 5 is what you duplicate. Duplicate 1 through 5, guys. And that way you can build your business and build a very successful business. Our business is about duplication and repetition. Repetition is how you duplicate. You don't have to be perfect here. You just got to duplicate. You don't got to be perfect here. You just have to duplicate. Duplicate these steps. Understand these steps with your trainer. Now, when you present the opportunity, it's important that everybody must know. There's two things that people must know when it comes to your business. They must know what you do, or better yet, they must know who you are, right? Let's write that down. Who you are. And the other thing they must know is what you do. And the other thing they must know is why you do it. These are three things people must know about you when it comes to your business: who you are, what you do, why you do it. So if you want someone to know who we are, right, it's important for them to know who we are as a company. Yeah, you're Bob. But if you want them to know what you do, you got to do the new rules of money. And if you want someone to know why you do it, it's important that you fast start though. You fast start. That's the power of our business. So which one do you think is most important for your relatives and friends? And most importantly, an acquaintance must know. They must know what you do. What are you doing? And that's the reason why I'm here to tell you that when you do the new rules of money first, this will help your business to grow quickly. Because once people know what you do, then it's easy for them to then share what they would like for you to do for them. So that's why you offer them the survey card. The survey card plays a very important role in your business. You won't know how to follow up because remember, our presentation is step 3 in our system. And for you to go to step 4, where you follow up, you won't know how to follow up with someone if you don't know what you can help them with. So that's the reason why you want to focus on this. So always do a survey card because the survey card is going to help you to indicate you how to help the person. You can't follow up with someone unless you know what they're interested in. And if you want to know someone's interest, so that way you could start them up, number one, the survey card will tell you if this person sees themselves as a referral agent. The survey card will then tell you if the person sees themselves as a student. The survey card will then also let you know if this person sees themselves as a client. And the survey card will also let you know if this person sees themselves as an educator, also known as a business partner. So that's the reason why you do the survey card. So that way you can know how to follow up and start up with the person. So once again, if you do the new rules of money, you always want to do a survey card. The survey card will tell you what the client is interested in. It's important for people to know what you do before they know who you are. Because if they know who you are, that's more you tell them what's in it for you. But if you tell them what you do, they can understand what you can do for them. That's the reason why there's a different approach. And that's how it breaks it down. So you got to realize that the approach that we're making is that families always want to know what's in it for them. What's in it for them? So think about this. When you first join our firm, you got to do 10 field training. 10 field training. And the reason for doing 10 field training is so that way you can see 5, right? You can see 5 before you can then do 5. So you got to see 5 field training first, and then you're going to do 5 field training. Because if you see 5 and do 5, it helps you to know the business. So you got to realize that when you do field training, all right, when you have a field trainer is the person that's going to teach you what we do. And when you learn what we do, is by learning the new rules of money. But when you have a field builder, is someone who will tell you, will help you to be able to describe or share with people who we are as a company, who we are at HGI. And that's when they're able to learn about a business opportunity presentation known as the BOP. So you got to identify the two. You must field train before you field build. A field trainer help you know, a field builder teach you who we are. And it's important that people know both of these things. But it's important for families to know what we can do, and then they will be more open to know who are we. So this is why we help families to win, guys. And I just want to show you guys this quick rundown. That's why I want to share this with you. I hope this gives you a lot of good information. And as usual, welcome to the team. I hope this helped you to learn a lot. All right, take good notes, practice this, study this, and definitely reach out to your trainer so that way they can break it down even more for you and give you a clearer understanding. All right, so always remember, trust plus credibility equals success. Know the role you play in your success. If you remember, trust is the trainee. You are the trust factor in this business. And the credibility is your trainer that is here to build your credibility by you leveraging your trust to your relatives and friends and acquaintances so that way your trainer could get you success. Never forget that. Never forget the role you play in your success and also the role that your trainer play in your success. Know the role so that way we can get you rolling. All right. So keep winning. Never stop winning. Believe in you. All right. Have a blessed day. Until next time.